And then the next part of the verse that he takes issue with is after Allah stating that Mary is a truthful woman, that they both used to eat food. According to him, this is showing that, again, he thinks that it's referring to the Trinity, that Mary is not part of the Trinity, and therefore, so she both used to eat food. No, what this is referring to is that they both used to eat food, that they were ordinary people. And since the context of this verse is dealing with Jesus not being God, but only a messenger of God, this is in the context showing that they both used to eat food, that they were ordinary people. So therefore, Mary, being a normal woman, gave birth to a normal man. Not that she is negated from being a member of the Trinity, but that Jesus was born from her. She was just a regular woman, so therefore Jesus had to be a regular man. That's the issue that is being addressed here, and that is the sign that Jesus is not God because he was born from a normal woman. This is not addressing Mary being part of the Trinity. It is addressing the context that Jesus is not God, and so his mother, being a normal woman, obviously had to give birth to a normal child, not a God child.
Okay, folks, a good liar has to have an impeccable memory to keep track of all his lies. Obviously, Shadid needs more practice. Notice that Shadid said that Allah is saying in verse 75 that Jesus is an ordinary man because Mary was an ordinary woman. This is an inadvertent admission that this verse is an attack upon both their divinity, because the argument is not Jesus used to eat food, the argument is both used to eat their food. A point I have been making from the get-go, which Shadid has been opposing from the get-go, but now admits to. How can this only deal with the divinity of Jesus and not with the divinity of Mary? The nearest antecedent is not that Yeshua cannot be God, but that Allah is part of the Trinity in verse 73. It says they both ate food, and thus refers to two people, not one. If this is against the divinity of Yeshua, then it is also automatically about the divinity of Mary, since Allah talks about both, not one, but both eating their food, and thus cannot be associated with Allah in a Trinity. So Shadid just proved my reading is the correct reading, since according to him, if this was an attack on Mary's divinity, the text should have said that Mary is an ordinary woman. But according to his previous statement, it doesn't say that. Remember, Shadid, what you said on Pal Talk? Here's the clip.
He's not part of a three. Very clear. When you get to verse 75, he is just talking about the ordinary nature of Jesus. That Jesus was the Messiah, son of Mary. He was only a messenger. Notice he doesn't say, and Mary, she wasn't a God. Notice why doesn't he say that? So your argument is a failed argument. Because he would have, if he was trying to negate Mary being part of the Trinity, he would have to address that and say, well, why does he address Jesus only being a messenger? Why doesn't he say anything about Mary? Why doesn't he say anything about Mary? How can he say, and Mary was not, she was just a woman? You see? You see what I'm saying? Why doesn't he say that? Why doesn't he say, and Mary was just a woman? Jesus was just a messenger, and Mary was just an ordinary woman, if the verse is claiming to deny the Trinity there. No, it doesn't.
So according to you, if it was an attack upon Mary's divinity, it should have said that Mary is just an ordinary woman, right? This is exactly what it says, according to your reading right now.
This is in the context showing that they both used to eat food, that they were ordinary people. So therefore, Mary, being a normal woman, gave birth to a normal man. Not that she is negated from being a member of the Trinity, but that Jesus was born from her. She was just a regular woman, so therefore Jesus had to be a regular man.